What's up, everybody? This is Steven Wonderboy Thompson here, lifelong martial artist, professional MMA fighter with the UFC, and welcome to Technique Tuesday. In this episode, I'm going to be covering something pretty basic, but it's the foundation of what I do on the mat and in the cage, and that's my fighting stance. It's a little different than normal. It's kind of a culmination of different styles kind of combined. It's not too sideways like a Taekwondo stance or too straightforward like a Muay Thai stylist. It's kind of in between here. This is a basic karate stance, and this gives me the ability to be versatile in my techniques in the cage. All right, first things first, I like to have my feet fairly wide, my knees bent, my knees stay bent the entire time, and of course my back heel up. I want to touch on this in a second because this is very important. This is key to this stance. And of course, keeping your hands up. Now, of course, you're probably wondering, Steven, you never keep your hands up. I've been doing this for over 30 years, and this is kind of the style that I've developed. And when you've been doing it long enough, you can kind of change things to your stances to help benefit you. And finally, I like to keep my body bladed sideways. It gives me more power. And plus, it's a smaller target for my opponent. They got to get through my arm and hit this smaller target. If I stand square, it's a big target. Let's talk about my wide base and my knees bent. This gives me the ability to be able to move back and forth. It keeps me engaged at all times and allows me to use that front leg, throw my side kicks and my front leg round kicks. It allows me to shift my weight back and forth fairly easily. Now let's talk about the glue that holds this all together, and that's the back heel. In my fighting stance and all my fights, I love to keep that back heel up. I'm always engaged to move back and forth here, pretty easy, but keeping that back heel up allows me to do that and to keep power in that backhand. That way, if anybody comes back and forth, comes in a little too close, I'm ready to fire with my hands or lean back to kick. So keeping that back heel up is very important. Not sometimes, not most of the time, all the time. Now it requires a little bit of stamina in that calf, so it takes some drilling, a lot of practice. So next time you spar or move around the mat, try and keep that back heel up the entire time if you can. All right, a good drill to help develop this fighting stance. It's pretty simple. Get those feet apart, get that back heel up, get you a timer, and move around that fighting stance until that back leg and those legs and that calf is tireless. Just move, just like so. Back, forth, switch sides, keeping your hands up, and the next thing you know, guess what? You're gonna be able to hang out in this stance all day long. Kicking people in the face. Kid! Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Take this back home to the gym, practice it, get you moving like Wonderboy. And if you like the video, hit that subscribe button because we're dropping technique breakdowns every other Tuesday. Also, leave some comments down below on some suggestions of what you guys want me to break down in the future. Cut!